Good evening, everyone. My name is Hanil George L. Versede, and today we'll be discussing an important institution in the Philippines, the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT. These are the things that we're going to discuss in this topic. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, what is DICT? DICT is an agency in the Philippine government that is responsible for the development and implementation of ICT policies, plans, and programs. The department is also responsible for the operation of government data centers, the National Broadband Plan, public-private partnership in ICT infrastructure development, regulation of telecommunication service and products, and etc. DICT also provides us with more convenient internet connections, making it easier for us to connect with other people. The mandate of the DICT is to plan, coordinate, and implement policies and initiatives that support the advancement of ICT in the Philippines. It acts as the central administrative body in the executive branch of the government to spearhead or manguna sa country's ICT development, and that is according to Republic Act number 10844. Now let's proceed to the functions of DICT. Number 1 function of DICT is the policy and planning. Nga naman, kay gingaw na gani dito sa mandate sa DICT nga isa sila nga maka-recommend and implement national policies, plans, programs, and guidelines nga makatabang or makapromote sa pagdevelop ug paggamit sa ICT. The ICT also formulate policies and initiatives in coordination with the Department of Education and any other educational institutions to develop and promote ICT and education consistent with the national goals and objectives and responsiveness to the human resource needs of the ICT and ICT-enabled services sectors. Next is improve public access. This means that the ICT is responsible for creating rules and guidelines for setting up, running, and maintaining ICT infrastructures such as internet and communication networks in areas that have little or no access to these services. This process should involve consultation with LGUs or local government units, civil society organizations, private companies, and academic institutions to ensure that all relevant parties are included in the decision-making and implementation process. Resource sharing and capacity building facilitates resource sharing and empowers Filipinos by enhancing their technological skills. This is about improving the government's ICT capabilities, ensuring coordinated development, supporting innovation, and building the workforce while also using technologies to benefit public welfare such as in disaster management, consumers protection, and industry development. It is also part of the DICT's role and function to ensure and protect the rights and welfare of consumer and business users to privacy, security, and confidentiality in matters relating to ICT, in coordination with agencies concerned, the private sector, and the relevant international bodies. Meaning, isa sa function and role sa DICT nga protect ang imuhang rights when it comes to your privacy, security, and confidentiality nga ga-relate sa ICT. Therefore, dili na nila mapataka og kuha og katag ang imuhang personal information para ma-ensure nga safe ka. Cyber policy and program coordination. Cyber policy means establishing formal rules, standards, and guidelines to ensure the security of digital systems. This policy outline how to protect sensitive information, prevent cyber attacks, and respond quickly to security incidents. While program coordination means organizing and aligning various cyber security programs, initiatives, and create efforts to cohesive approach. This involves ensuring that different teams, departments, or agencies work together effectively to secure the digital environment. And lastly, the countryside development. This works on ICT development to bridge the digital divide in rural areas. It is part of a DICT's function to support and develop ICT-based industry in rural regions. This includes working with local government units and other stakeholders to plan and implement ICT infrastructure that can help bridge the digital divide and promote economic growth in these areas. This is the vision of DICT, and DICT aspires for the Philippines to develop and flourish through innovation and constant development of ICT in the pursuit of a progressive, safe, secured, contented, and happy Filipino nation. The mission of DICT: the ICT of the people and for the people. DICT commits to provide every Filipino access to vital ICT infrastructures and services, ensures sustainable growth of Philippine ICT-enabled industry resulting to creation of more jobs, support the administration in fully achieving its goals, be the enabler, innovator, achiever, and leader in pushing the country's development and transition towards the world-class digital economy. Now let's proceed to the challenges and issues of DICT. Digital divide. Though the Philippines has made progress in digital technologies such as digital payments, e-commerce, telemedicine, and online education, which have helped individuals and businesses overcome challenges. However, the country still remains behind in terms of digital adoption. This lag contributes to a growing digital divide where those without internet access face unequal access to essential services and transformative economic opportunities. Another one is cybersecurity threats. Because of the increasing reliance on digital technologies in the Philippines, such as online payments, e-commerce, and many more, the country's digital infrastructure is becoming a larger target for cyber attacks. As digital adoption grows, the risk of data breaches, ransomware attacks, and phishing schemes also increases. And lastly, lack of skilled workforce. The rapid development of technologies like AI, cloud computing, and cybersecurity demands highly specialized skills. However, there is a shortage of local experts with the necessary qualification to support these innovations, which limits the ability of DICT to implement and maintain advanced digital solutions. Organizational structure. DICT's structure follows a hierarchical structure. It has executive or the office of the secretary, followed by undersecretaries and assistant secretary offices. In the office of the secretary is the highest ranking official in DICT who oversees the entire department and ensures that all operations align with the national ICT agenda. Next is the undersecretaries. These assist the secretaries and are in charge of specific divisions or focus areas such as policy and planning, cybersecurity, and operation. Also, undersecretaries oversees major divisions within the department and coordinate national ICT initiatives. And lastly, assistant secretaries. These secretaries manages operational details and project under the supervision of their respective undersecretaries. These are the people who work under Department of Information and Communications Technology. At the top of the DICT is the Office of the Secretary, currently headed by Secretary Arvan Jan E. Uy. The Secretary is supported by undersecretaries such as Paul Joseph V. Mercado, Harrison M. Asidao, and Jeffrey Ayan C.D., each managing different divisions like policy, cybersecurity, and operations. There are also assistant secretaries handling operational aspects under their respective undersecretaries. In summary, the DICT plays a vital role in shaping the technological landscape of the Philippines, addressing the digital divide, improving access to technology, and safeguarding the nation from cyber threats. As ICT becomes increasingly central to our daily lives, the DICT's work will only grow in importance. And that is all, guys, and thank you for listening. I hope that this overview has given you a better understanding of the role and function of DICT. Thank you for listening and goodbye.
Nice!